Ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to take a journey through the life of one of the most beloved and successful comedians and actors of all time, Eddie Murphy. Edward Regan Murphy, better known as Eddie Murphy, was born on April 3, 1961, in Brooklyn, New York City. He was raised in the borough's Bushwick neighborhood by his mother Lillian, a telephone operator, and his father, Charles Edward Murphy, a transit police officer and an amateur actor and comedian. At the age of 8, Eddie and his brother Charlie lived in foster care for a year after their mother became ill. During this time, Eddie developed his sense of humor, which would later become his trademark. After his mother remarried, Eddie and his brother were raised in Roosevelt, New York, by their mother and stepfather Vernon Lynch, a foreman at an ice cream plant. Eddie's love for comedy began when he was 15 and listened to a Richard Pryor's comedy album. He was inspired to become a comedian and began performing in talent shows in local clubs. In 1980, Eddie joined the cast of Saturday Night Live, where he became a breakout star and helped revitalize the show. He was known for his characters such as Buckwheat, Mr. Robinson, and Gumby, and was credited with helping to save SNL during its 5-year wilderness without Lorne Michaels. In the early 1980s, Eddie made his big screen debut in the film 48 Hours with Nick Nolte. The movie was a hit, and Eddie's career took off. He went on to star in movies such as Trading Places, Best Defense, Beverly Hills Cop, and The Golden Child. In 1987, Eddie released his concert film, Eddie Murphy Raw, which grossed $50 million. He won a Grammy Award for Best Comedy Recording for his album, Eddie Murphy Comedian, in 1983. In 1988, Coming to America, a royal comedy that rightfully earned its place as a box office king and a cinematic masterpiece. Eddie Murphy didn't just star in this movie. He conceived the story, showcasing his incredible comedic talent and range. Number 1 at the box office, Coming to America is just a genuinely good movie. The humor is timeless, the characters are memorable, and the story is heartwarming. From the iconic sexual chocolate performance to the hilarious barbershop scenes, Coming to America is packed with moments that have become ingrained in pop culture. It was a cultural phenomenon, a box office smash, and arguably one of the greatest comedies of all time. 1989. Harlem Nights, a lavish star-studded period piece that was Eddie Murphy's directorial debut. At the height of his fame, Murphy decided to write, along with Charlie Murphy, direct, and star in a dream project, a blend of sharp comedy, explosive gangster action, and a tribute to the vibrant world of 1930s Harlem. It was a box office hit, grossing over $60 million. The cast alone promised a night to remember. You had comedy legends like Richard Pryor, Red Fox, and Della Reese. Factoring in the fact that Eddie Murphy was the big star at the time, the expectations for this movie were astronomical. Ultimately, Harlem Nights is a fascinating film, a product of Eddie Murphy's ambition and a reflection of his comedic sensibilities. It's visually stunning, features some great performances, and has moments of genuine brilliance. The 1990s saw Eddie Murphy navigating a shifting Hollywood landscape. He kicked off the decade with another 48 Hours. 1990, a solid sequel proving his enduring box office draw. This success was followed by Boomerang, 1992, a romantic comedy that showcased a more sophisticated side of his comedic talent. However, the decade wasn't without its challenges. Vampire in Brooklyn, 1995, directed by Wes Craven, was met with lackluster reviews and failed to connect with audiences as anticipated. Despite the occasional stumble, Murphy continued pushing boundaries and exploring different genres. He was constantly evolving, trying to find the right balance between his signature comedic edge and more mainstream appeal. 1996 marked a major turning point with The Nutty Professor. This remake was a massive success, showcasing Murphy's incredible versatility. He not only starred as the titular character, but also played multiple members of the Klump family, proving his mastery of physical comedy and character acting. The performance earned him widespread acclaim and revitalized his career. The success of The Nutty Professor led to a sequel in 2000, further solidifying his position as a bankable star. Life, the 1999 dramedy starring Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence, tells the story of Rayford Gibson, played by Murphy, and Claude Banks, played by Martin Lawrence. Two guys from completely different backgrounds who, thanks to a series of unfortunate events, get wrongly convicted of murder and sentenced to life in prison. Life has found a massive cult following over the years. It's resonated with audiences who appreciate its heart, its performances, and its underlying message. It's one of those movies that gets better with each viewing. As the new millennium dawned, Eddie Murphy embraced family-friendly roles, finding immense success in animation. His voice acting as Mushu in Disney's Mulan, 1998, and Donkey in Shrek, 2001, cemented his appeal to a younger audience. These roles weren't just voice work, they were full-fledged performances, bringing incredible energy and humor to beloved characters. Dr. Dolittle, 1998, also proved successful, showcasing his ability to connect with audiences of all ages. These roles broadened his appeal and proved that his comedic genius transcended age and genre. The early 2000s saw a period of mixed critical and commercial success. While some films performed well, others struggled to find an audience. This was a time of experimentation and finding the right projects that resonated with his comedic style. Throughout this time, Eddie Murphy continued to be a devoted father and family man, balancing his career with his personal life. His large family has always been a central part of his life and identity. In 2006, Eddie Murphy delivered a career-defining performance in Dreamgirls. His portrayal of soul singer James "Thunder" Early earned him widespread critical acclaim, a Golden Globe Award, and his first Academy Award nomination. This role showcased his dramatic range and silenced any remaining doubts about his acting abilities. While he didn't win the Oscar, the nomination marked a significant achievement, solidifying his status as a respected actor in Hollywood. In 2007 came Norbit, directed by Brian Robbins, was a big gamble. Eddie Murphy not only starred as the titular character, Norbit, but also donned heavy prosthetics to play his monstrous wife, Raspusha, and even the orphanage owner, Mr. Wong. The film follows Norbit, a timid man trapped in a miserable marriage with the domineering Raspusha, only to have his childhood sweetheart, Kate, re-enter his life. Filled with over-the-top physical comedy, crude humor, and some genuinely heartwarming moments, Norbit aimed to be a blockbuster, and it succeeded. In recent years, Eddie Murphy has experienced a resurgence, returning to his comedic roots with projects like Dolomite Is My Name, 2019, on Netflix. This biographical comedy was a critical darling and earned him widespread praise for his performance as Rudy Ray Moore. He also revisited one of his most iconic roles in Coming to America, 2021, bringing nostalgia and humor to a new generation of fans. This latest chapter is a testament to Murphy's enduring talent and his ability to connect with audiences across generations. From his groundbreaking stand-up to his unforgettable film performances, Eddie Murphy has left an indelible mark on the world of comedy and entertainment. He's a true icon, a pioneer who paved the way for countless comedians and actors. His influence can be seen in everything from stand-up routines to blockbuster movies. Eddie Murphy's journey has been one of evolution, resilience, and unwavering talent. He continues to entertain and inspire, solidifying his place as a true Hollywood legend, and we can't wait to see what he does next.